Sundress season is almost here, and if you are looking for a full breakdown of everything you would ever need to know about how to put together the sundress look of your dreams, look no further. I got you. I think if there is one brand that is probably thought of the most when it comes to the sundress, it is House of CB with their corset style dresses and Regency era hemlines. They are usually the go-to when anyone is looking to get a flowy floral dress to add to their wardrobes. And for those of us who are not as Regency era corset coated, Love Shack Fancy kind of has a hold on the rest of us. These are what I call the sorority rush dresses, really short, lots of ruffles, and it looks great with a platform wedge or a sneaker. I love both of these two options, and I think if your personal style resonates very deeply with them, that is wonderful. But allow me to introduce you to the full range of the sundress spectrum. So first up, we have tea dresses. These were really popular in the 90s, and they are great for spring, great to layer with a little cardigan. Definitely more along the lines of the big city girl aesthetic. So if you are that type of girl, this is a great sundress option for you. This is a timeless sundress silhouette, and it looks great with your favorite vintage kitten heel, or you could even dress it down with a sneaker if you must. Personally, I think this type of sundress looks great with a statement bag, and you could even make it a little bit grungier or edgier with biker boots and smudged liner if you really want to drive home that city girl aesthetic. The next type of sundress is what I call the Charleston Southern Belle sundress. This one is kind of a mix between the House of CB and Love Shack Fancy aesthetics. The longer length and general lack of fluffy ruffles make it a little bit more mature as opposed to the Love Shack Fancy ones, which are a little bit more girly and fun and preppy. These dresses are usually characterized by bows, pinstripe. They're usually made of cotton or linen, and they're not corseted. They're not excessively cinched in at the waist the way the House of CB dresses are. So you're not going to get that cottagecore vibe from them as much, which is really the defining feature of the Charleston Southern Belle look. If you are a retired sorority girl in the South and you are moving into your mid or late 20s and you kind of feel like the sorority recruitment dresses are a bit been there, done that, and you're looking for something new to sort of step into for spring, these are a great option. I love pairing them with espadrille wedges and big, beautiful statement hats like Audrey Hepburn. I think this is one combination that is so fun to wear in the spring and summer, and it keeps your face shaded so like you're not having to squint everywhere. And you know, what better way to lean into that aesthetic than by just throwing on a hat? The fourth and final sundress option is the silk sundress. This one is obviously a little bit more expensive because it's silk, and you do have to be a little bit careful with this one because it can very easily just look like a nightgown. I think a lot of times when people think about silk sundresses, they think of that floor length beach or evening gown type of look, but it really doesn't have to be like that. You can get a knee-length sundress, you can get some printed silk sundresses, which this one is one of my favorites. I have it kind of like in my periphery for right now. Some sundresses can have different layers to them, kind of like this one here that I have from La Perla. And pleating details also can add a lot to these silk sundresses. Accessories and sundresses are like this. Don't just put on a sundress, really lean into the entire energy of the sundress. So get jewelry that matches these dresses. Get a specific pair of shoes to wear with the dresses. I know sundresses are very easy because it's just one piece, you just throw it on, but really taking the time to choose your accessories is really going to do a lot for your look. I already talked about the hats with the Southern Belle dresses and the bags with the tea dresses, but those are just a few of your options. You can do ribbon, you can do silk scarves, you can do sunglasses, you can do embroidered brooches, which I am really gonna be experimenting with this spring and summer. I found so many beautiful ones on Etsy, and I think they would be so fun to add to not just dresses, but also hats, like big straw hats. You can do big floral hair clips, and you can do freshwater pearl Baroque inspired jewelry. Really invest in a few statement jewelry pieces to wear with your favorite sundresses. Statement shoes, I talked about espadrille wedges, but you can get ones with lots of color in them. You can get heels with little bow details or floral details. I love these beautiful denim ones with the cherry detail. I believe these were a collab with Love Shack Fancy from Dolce Vita. Lace is a great option, not just for sundresses, but for heels. Betsy Johnson has a ton of beautiful statement heels and shoes in general that will go great with, I think, a variety of different sundresses. And Tony Bianco is one of my favorite places to go for vintage inspired kitten heels. When you're looking for a sundress, don't forget to check for details that will make your sundress stand out. Things like embroidery, prints, beading. Beading is obviously going to cost a little bit more, but this is a great way to add some dimension to your overall look and to your sundress. And there you have it, everything you need to know, not just for picking out a great sundress, but for making sure that you are wearing the dress and the dress is not wearing you. Get creative with your sundresses this season and really make the entire look your own.